Hello, and welcome to a late Bees and Tea Stitching. My name is Sebastian. I am the host of this channel. Selena is asleep. As you can probably tell by the light, it is nighttime. I'm trying to keep this light, there we go, out of the shot, but still bringing the light in. There we go. That should probably work. So, welcome to anybody who's new. Welcome back to all you guys who have been here before. Sorry. This is my little part of the internet where I talk about stitching, my cat, life, all that good stuff. As I've kind of warned, I guess, I am most likely not going to have a um, video next week because we have a friend coming in. So, you know, you guys might see a decent amount of stitching in 2 weeks. Um, the that finishing class is the end of February, I think. The one that I'm doing for the I believe it's a Sue Hillis design, the box, the round box. So you guys will see that when that's done. Um, I do have a stitchy thing in April, so I will need to get something else finished for that, for the smalls. I don't know what yet, so also stay tuned on that. I think I probably know who I'll have that, I'm going to ask to finish for me. I just don't know what they're going to finish yet, so stay tuned to that. Only other thing I guess would be we do have snow, maybe, probably, kind of bad, possibly coming. So we kind of got we got ice last week, which was it was pretty. I'm gonna give it that. It was pretty, and I was afraid it wouldn't be. But it's not snow, so I may get my wish this week. We'll see. They're saying maybe even as much as 3 to 5 inches, which is a lot for around here. Hopefully that will not be a problem when our friend comes in on Monday. Hopefully they'll have all that cleared out by them. We'll see. But it's really supposed to be just snow, not ice. So, anyway. Alright, so I guess that's really about that. I know you guys are probably not here for that. You want to see the stitching, which I understand. So no finishes, no starts. Um, no new starts, no finishes, no FFOs for this week. Did I get any haul? Let me double check. I want to say no. Let me look at the bag of stuff I usually take with me. No, no, I don't believe I. Well, no, I did one thing, but I will show you what that is when I get to it. So, yes, kind of. Yes, but it was for a project. In fact, actually, let me go ahead and I'll show you that one first. Might as well. Because this is one that you guys have not seen in a while. The bag has kind of nothing to do with, but sort of does. Anyway, this is, I believe, a Vicky Stitch and Button bag. Well, you know, maybe it's not because it doesn't have a little zipper pull. So I don't know. Anyway, so that's the bag. And this will be one that you guys who have been with me for a while have seen, but I have not pulled this out in months and months and months. And I did mention this as one of the ones that I would like to work this year, since it's the whole 250th sesquicentennial, whatever it is. Anyway, it is. There we go. One Nation by Bygone Stitches. It's a cool pattern. In fact, if you do watch Vicky Stitch and Button, she just showed her finish. She finished it a while ago, but she did a finish parade, so it's definitely worth watching. This picture does not do it justice. It's a much cooler um, um, thing than that. So this is the one that I started, and then the fabric was too light of a color, and I put it away for about 6 months or so. Then I finally got it going again. And I don't know where I am. I would guess maybe a third-ish done. I do have all of this done, but it's inside here, so you can't really see it. But you can kind of see where I'm at here. You can see I've got, more obviously. And yes, this is electrical tape. It comes out. It does not hurt the fabric or the stitches. So, I have tested this. So as you can see, I am doing that. I am doing not the called for, but the DMC equivalents, except obviously for South Carolina, my home state. I guess in that you can't actually see whether it's north or south there, but it is south. I am doing that in a cool little red, white, and blue. Most people are doing their home state in gold, but meh, why not be different? I was given just enough, literally like just enough to do the name by a friend of mine. So I've got, I've got the A, and that's how much I have left of all I've got. So yeah, but there you go. So this is, like I said, not the called for. 2/1 on, I want to say this is Picture This Plus Ale. Do I have it down here as to what it is? I'm looking. I do not. But I really do want to say this is Picture This Plus Ale. So one more shot on that. There you go. Oh yeah, and I've got my, I love this one. Getting Loser, we're doing butt stuff. I have no idea where I got that from. And of course, Hamilton, which should actually be on my Hamilton one, which also needs to come out for the whole 250th, but has not yet. So, there you go. Alright. So that is one you haven't seen. Oh, that was not the one. That was not the one I got the fabric for. I mean the haul for, the stitching for. Sorry about that. That was not the right one to show you, but whoops. But that is a good one to show, just because, like I said, that's one you guys haven't seen before. And I need to put this back in there. There you go. So I actually have the pattern that goes with it. Always a good thing. Okay, so let me stop lying and show you the actual one. There we go. Which is related, I suppose. The Beagle bag. This is absolutely a Vicky Stitch and Button bag. You guys might know which one I'm about to pull out. Excuse me while I whip this out. This is American Pride by RTM. Look at that. That's so cool. I know I'm doing these two things. I'm not really particularly patriotic, but I do like the two designs. Anyway, so anybody who'd been here for a short time knew that I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do about the. Well, first I wasn't sure what to do about the gold. I ended up doing that with Honeycomb from Classic Colorworks. There you go. And then I wasn't sure what I was going to do with the red. And so that was what I actually bought this weekend. So this is another Classic Colorwork, just coincidentally. It doesn't have to be, but that's just what it was. You can kind of read it. There we go. Apple Fritter. So this is kind of between the two reds that I had before. Darker than the, I already took them out here, but darker than the DMC it called for, but lighter than the first one that I had up here. So, I had, when I was doing it last week, gotten down to where the red was so I could decide what I wanted to do. And there you go. You can actually see the variegation in it. You can see it better, I think, in real life, but you can see some of it there, how it's kind of lighter up here and darker down here. So that's the gold is variegated, the red is variegated, the blue is not. Now the white is supposed to be ecru, but I may end up, let's see, did I already take ecru out? Oh, I might have already taken, oh no, I didn't take ecru out. So it's supposed to be ecru, but I might actually go with lighthouse, which is a darker. Boy, you can't tell. You cannot tell here. Hold on. Let's see if I put something behind it. Can you see the differences? Yes. Okay, you can kind of, sorry. Kind of see the difference here now. This, the ecru is lighter, and the lighthouse is darker. I haven't, once again, I haven't made 100% decision. The lighthouse is lightly variegated, but it is variegated. So I haven't decided. It's a few shades darker. So I might just do a little bit of it and just see how that looks, and then decide from there. Because we're getting in snow Saturday, I will probably try to go and well, I might go tomorrow because my car has to go in for servicing as well. So depending on how long that takes. Um but I might do a little sewing tomorrow, and I might also look and see if there's another, again, if there's a color between lighthouse and ecru. I had some of the colors because those were from my stash. I had some colors in my stash that were nice, but I only had one of them. And with all the white that's in here, I'm not gonna trust that I only need one. I'm gonna, especially because it's 5 yards instead of 8, for the DMC. So, this was one of the few that was around the right color that I had 2 of. So if I do get to sew tomorrow, I might go ahead and see if they might have something again. So we'll see. But anyway, so these are, once again, not the called for. The blue might be called for. I think that's the only one that might even possibly be called for. The other ones are not. On a 18 count Stormy Night from Zweigert. And I'll show this one more time. Whoops. There you go, with sort of semi-part threads. But, yeah. There you go. So that is the corner of my United States, working from the West Coast over. Looks like kind of West Coast down, and then I'll go easterly. So, that is the one little bit of haul that I had, was that red. And I may get some more white tomorrow. We'll see. Alright. Next, not really in any order. Let's see. I'm trying to see what needs my... let's see, that does. Okay, all 4 of those need my fire tablet. So, I'll do the last one that does not need my fire tablet. First off, my pride bag. Look at that. Isn't that cool? All the flags. All the cool flags. Anyway, so, this is, there we go, all sorts. It takes assorted sorts. I always wanted to call it all sorts, but it's not. It's assorted sorts. By Ink Circles. Once again, I just keep talking about Vicky. She had a birthday start-along, stitch-along, where she and Kate, Stitch Yardvark, Fickle Stitches, they both did red ships, like the medium and the small. I did not want to do a red ship, so I decided to do a different ink circle. And so I am doing assorted sorts. I think I got the name right this time. But this is all the called fors on a 16 count Fox and Rabbit October 22 Fabric of the Month Rose Garden. Once again, this is not one that I would have chosen for myself, but it actually worked out really well for this one. As you can tell, actually, that color, you can see the color really well here, where it's got some pinks, and then the pinks kind of go into yellow in places. But it actually works out really well for this one. And so, I finished up the yellow over here, and I am into the orange. I think I've got 3 more colors after this. Isn't that right? I believe. Let's see. Look at the... While I'm showing this to you here. I've got I think a pink and a blue. I'm not really sure. Maybe 2 shades of pink. I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, I've got 2 or 3 more colors after I finish with the orange. And then after that, I will do the lettering on the side over here. And then it'll be good to go. So, really should work on this one. Um, it would not take that many tries to get it done. As you guys have heard, last year I was doing 500 stitches on each one. This year I'm doing 250. Just I have more time to do other things. Like I kind of like to play computer games. I have a couple games I play, some Steam games. Um, and I mean, obviously, if I want to stitch more, I can. But it doesn't tie me down quite as long. And I'm still getting a lot done, so it doesn't really burn me out as much. So that's what I'm kind of hoping, at least. So, you won't see quite as much um, work on each of them, but you'll probably see more done, more actual projects worked on. Since sometimes, when it's 500, I can do 500 a night, you know, assuming I have nothing else going on. But sometimes I have to do, sometimes I won't be able to do all 500 in one night. So, I won't have 6 or 7 to show you guys. So, all right. And next, I am going to my handy dandy little fire tablet. Nope, not what I wanted. There we go. All right, what's first on my fire tablet? First is going to be, whoops, the button I hit wrong. First is going to be, okay, my fire, okay, nope. Sorry, my fire tablet is now being dumb. Okay, oh, there it goes. I don't know what's going on. This is Arsenal Football Club, the from ozstitch.com.au. There you go. I'm really hoping this is not boding badly for my tablet, that it's gonna have a problem. But there you go. So that is that. So as I've explained before, this is for the Gridiron Grind. I had to think about what the name was. So most people are doing it for NFL football, but I am doing it for football, soccer. And so what I'm doing is every 100 stitches, every goal is 100 stitches. So I am not caught up. The last game we played, we won 3-2. That was in the Carabao Cup, I believe. Yeah, it was in the Carabao Cup. And so I need to do 300 more stitches for that one. But I did do, I think, 250-ish on this last one. So what I did was worked on the yellow of the back of the cannon here, down the wheel, and to the back here. And this is the part where it kind of cantilevers back onto the ground to weight it back, so to keep the weight even. So there you go. And I think maybe I did a little bit of red, if I remember correctly. But that's where I am right now. This is a 18 count, no, 16 count, I believe. 16 count, just plain white Ada. These are all the called for colors. There are 4 colors. This is ecru. It's hard to tell. And then there's a little bit of white down here. So that's the only color I have not actually broken into yet. So, let me show you where I'm at right now. I am at 7,200 stitches out of 19,061. So I am 37.77% done, which is awesome. So well over a third. Like I said, this is about the end right here. But of course it kind of goes, it's a shield, so it kind of goes up and out, up and out, and then it kind of goes down here. So, of course, it's a lot more stitch heavy up here. But yeah, so I will probably go over before I go down. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But because there's not a hell of a lot down here. You've got the bottom of the crest, and then you've got the little saying, which I don't remember what it is. It's victory. I remember the first part of this victory. I don't remember the other two um, words that are in Latin. So anyway, so all right, that is that. So let's start piling these up here on the side. The next one is going to be, all right, get that up here. All right, cool. This one I will actually, for whatever reason, it did not go in with a cover on Pattern Keeper, but lucky me, I had to buy it twice because I was having a real trouble reading the pattern. So this is the Una Buena Pieza cross stitch pattern Cat Garden. So this is my New Year New Start. Look at all the kitties. And as I've been telling you guys, it's going to look more like this on the back because I have it on a light blue. This is all called for except for one blue that would be too close to the color of the fabric, which is a 16 count, right? Yep. Millennial Fabrics 16 count robin's egg. There you go. That eighth of robin's egg. All right. That is that. Oh, yes. Kitty bag. So that one actually does fit match. And I have gotten, ta-da! So I've been kind of moving around getting stuff done. So I did some of these yellow ones. I think I finished this plant up here. I think I maybe did that entire cat. And I think I finished the colors on here. Finished that color, maybe got a few of these greens, and I think I maybe finished that one. So there's a lot of just little things I was working on. As you can tell, I have the curly Q of a cattail. Yeah, I did mess up here, as you can see, but hopefully that'll be covered up. So there you go. Sorry if you heard that crackling. That was my heat going off there. Alright, so that's where I'm at. And this is exactly 1,000 stitches. Ta-da! 1,000 stitches out of 11,715. So I am 8.54% done. Yep, not bad. Not too bad. I'll take it. I am very much enjoying that. It is a lot of color changes, but, it's not really bad. I mean, and obviously I'm traveling on the back, and that's fine. I'm not too worried about it. Honestly, I'm more of a process stitcher than a product stitcher, and I'm not planning on doing anything. I'm not giving this away, so I don't really care how the back looks. So I'm just gonna either put it in my bag of shame, my box of shame, or hopefully I can find a place to put it up on the wall. That would be really nice if I could. We'll see on that. Okay, so the penultimate. This is one. I actually have been working on this one a little bit. I think I pulled this out last week or the week before, and kind of started working on this one again. So this is Garon tote bag, which has nothing to do with what's in it. This is my so far one and only Heaven and Earth Designs. Artwork by Leanne Seed. It is called Story Keep Strength, and it is it's like a bookmark shape, but it's way bigger than a bookmark, so it's not actually going to be a bookmark. Unless you have like a giant dictionary size. And even then, I think it'd still be too big. But anyway, it's interesting how it shows on that, and like everything darkens in the background, including me. But anyway, that's what it looks like. Yeah, there you go, and the light's back again. Interesting. But anyway, so this is all called for on a 18 count white gridded Ada. And let's go back here and go into the actual pattern. Here we go. All right. Can I move this one thread? Kind of, sort of. Anyway, so as I explained I think it was last week, I'm trying to get this section done so I can actually move it. This is the end, so this is as wide as it is from right here. So as you can see, it's definitely too big for a bookmark on 18 count. But yeah, I'm trying to get all this filled in here, so I'm doing some of the black, some of the green down here, just kind of filling in these areas. And I think I did a little bit around here too. Yeah, I don't think I did anything up top. I think I'm doing all down here right now. So I'm getting that little dragon in the middle filled in. And this is 5,150 out of 17,850. It is 28.85% done. So we are between a quarter and a third. So, yay. Yeah, because there's still, I mean, it doesn't go all the way down to the bottom, obviously, but it goes a good ways down. So, still got a long way to go, but I'm definitely going to move over first. Like I said, since that's the end, I think that makes more sense to go over and then go down. So there you go. That is that. All right. Yeah, we're moving along pretty quickly here. Hopefully I'm not moving along too quickly. And the last one that I'm going to show you guys. All right, pull this up here. There we go. The pretty one. The pretty one. So the cat was my official New Year, New Start. And okay, the other one I didn't do. Let's see. That was not. I thought there was another. Maybe there wasn't another. Oh, yeah, I think the that Quaker United States, the RETM one. That was a unofficial New Year to start. And then this was the third of my four unofficial New Year New Starts. I did not work on the last one, so you won't get to see that one, but this is Cross Studio. I had to think about it for a second. White Tiger Ghost. Look at that. The crop. That's so pretty. So pretty. So the fourth one that I didn't work on this week was the Carolyn Manning Sea Glass. So that was the fourth of the unofficial New Year New Starts. But oh yeah, in a nice big bag. I don't know. It was from Artcy, so unfortunately I don't know who did it. It's really pretty though. It's really nice. It's a great bag. So I wish I could tell you whose it was, because I would definitely recommend it, but unfortunately I do not know. So I do apologize for that. But here we go. All right. So, ta-da! We are getting more of a stripe done. So I know that I have been going up this way and over, and so that's the part that I did. I have a lot I'm going to have to fill in here, so I'm going to have to go back. The eyeball starts kind of here-ish. Maybe here-ish. There we go. Like, maybe over here. So I don't have far to go to the eye, but I really need to start filling some of this in before I kind of get to the part that's a little bit more fun. And I mean, this is honestly, it's fine. I'm still enjoying it. I'm not having a problem with it. But yeah, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of the monotonous stuff before I can get into, kind of the fun stuff. So that is that one. Let me go into what we've got here. So this is also exactly 1,000 stitches and of 90,000. So I am up over 1% now. I'm at 1.11%. So there you go. I am just over 1% done on this thing. So yeah, it's a lot to go, but I'm still really enjoying it, and I may end up having this one be the one I work on tonight. Um, and sorry, got the hiccups now all of a sudden. So yeah, that is everything that I've worked on this week. Again, I'm not planning on having a lot of um haul in the next couple of weeks, because my friend will be here. Whatever I do, it's probably not going to be very stitchy. I don't know how much stitching I'll even get done in the next week or two. Probably get a good bit done before he gets here, especially if we're snowed in for a couple days before he gets here. I might get a few things done. Um, but when he's here, and also, oh, that also reminds me, that's kind of goes into plans. um I am planning to do the Olympic stitching. I have not, I've decided on a lot of the ones. I really didn't want to double dip, but I might double dip on some of them, because some of them I'm just having a hard time deciding on what I want to do with them, what I want to choose. Um, so I will probably be getting some stitching done for the Olympics. Um, so I'm gonna try at least. I'm gonna try to do 250 stitches. I may downgrade that to 100, just because I'm probably gonna be busy with my friend and watching the Olympics. So I might say do 100, and if I do more, it's just a bonus. So that's maybe where I'll go with that. We'll see. Um, but yeah, so I have no idea what you're gonna see in 2 weeks. I really don't. I do have a 4K on the 14th, I think. Let me see the timing here. So 3rd to the 9th. So yeah, I should have, I think my next video will probably be the 12th. So it'll probably be 2 days before that 5K. So um we'll see how the weather is. I don't know. It looks like after this snow we're gonna go into a slightly warmer trend where we might get up into the 40s, maybe in the 50s for that next week. But who knows what's gonna happen between now and the 14th. So we'll see. Hopefully it won't be as cold as the one I did in January, because that was cold. Cold. Um, alright. That's all I can really think of. Please like and comment and subscribe. I do read every comment, I promise. Um, and I'm bad about responding to them. Liking and commenting and hitting the notification button. I don't get paid. This is just good for the algorithm, so it just helps me out that way. I do have a Ko-fi down below if you guys want to buy me a coffee. Obviously, um, um, no pressure on that. Oh, almost forgot. I have a different. It's probably not very hot anymore. Still pretty warm. I'm trying a different Earl Grey tea. Let's see how this one is. In my I Am Serious, Don't Call Me Shirley. Oh, that's a good. That's a good tea. And then on the other side, there we go. Otto is my copalite. Best 99 cents I ever spent at a Goodwill. This isn't official. I can't really. I can kind of see the Paramount logo on the bottom, but this is an actual official airplane movie mug, and I just looked out. So, mm. Mm. I go when I drink. See it? Oh, oh, oh. Anyway, so it's nice. That's good. I probably could have used a little bit more sugar in it. It's not very sweet, but uh, I like my teas strong and sweet. Like me? No, maybe not. Anyway, all right. So I will probably not see you guys next week. I'll probably see you in 2 weeks. So, especially if you're in the South, stay warm. Be careful out there. Don't drive if you don't have to. And I will talk to you guys in a little bit. Bye.